just can't stop, won't stop hustling. But I just
What up, grandmas and granddaddy? She got a black abstract, aka Mr. 5950, aka the Fly Center Low, whatever the hell you want to call me. Before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also want to give a shout out to my sponsors of this video. Tim Hortons, always fresh is the slogan. If you're in the Western New York area, make sure you slide by. Some abstract sent you. All right, so what we about to get into today is a review of DMX's last album, which is called Exodus. So this was put together, I believe, prior to his passing. That's what they say. Album was fully done. Swiss was saying that he wanted to release it sooner, but you know, they had a little process they were trying to work out where X was going to work out for 2 months, get in shape. They're going to do a whole rollout like they used to do back in the day, but unfortunately, to DMX's untimely demise, those plans were scratched. But they still went ahead and decided to put the project out, and it starts off strong. Let's get into the first song, Intro. That's My Dog, featuring The Lox. I thought this was a great start to the album. I think The Lox all came through. I believe X came through. It was reminiscent of like Blackout, that song off of Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. Also reminded me of Niggas Done Started something a little bit as well. Next song, Bath Salts. Oh no, That's My Dog. The production was like perfect. It was like a nostalgic track. Everybody came through and delivered. I have no gripes with that track. Now let's get into Bath Salts. Bath Salts sound like it was kind of put together. It sounded like it might have been just a Jay-Z Nas track, and then X got on there eventually, which I think it was, because I seen videos with Swiss playing snippets of this at a party somewhere he was DJing at. He played this. And listen, man, I got a lot of friends that be like, yo, this shit was corny. This track is fire. This is probably one of my favorite songs on the album, if not my favorite song on the album. Jay bodied it, Nas bodied it, X even came through and bodied it. And I'm not saying that to slight X, but you never know which X you're going to get nowadays. You don't know if you're going to get vintage X or if you're going to get newer DMX whose voice doesn't sound the same. Just from, you know, natural progression of maturing and just years of abuse as well. But yo, he came through. He started off strong on the verse, kind of fizzled out towards the end. But I think Nas definitely stole a spotlight on this track. He killed it. I believe he had the longest verse as well. Straight body and demolished this joint. Production was on point. Swiss did his thing. Yeah, I like this, man. I like this at all. Like this next song, Dogs Out, featuring Lil Wayne. I thought this was a decent track as well. Not one of my favorites, but I liked it for what it was, because it's the same thing with DMX. You get the same thing with Lil Wayne. You don't know which Wayne you're going to get, because just as they progress in their careers, their voices have changed, and they haven't adapted, I would say, to just the newer styles of rapping, or how to maneuver on certain tracks without sounding, you know, just annoying or stretching their voice or doing something to fix their voice. I don't know. But I thought this was decent. I thought X came through. I thought Lil Wayne had a great hook. I like this a lot. Next song, Money with Yo Money Moneybagg Yo. Apparently this song was supposed to have Pop Smoke on it. I guess the verse got used for something else, so that didn't wind up happening. So I was curious to see how that would have panned out. I wish I could have heard that. Maybe they still might release it at some point. Who knows? But I guess at last minute they put Moneybagg Yo on here, and this wasn't for me. This definitely wasn't the track for me. All right, next song is Hold Me Down, featuring Alicia Keys. This song was horrible. I did not like this at all. Hey, that's just me. Just my opinion. Don't knock me for it. Didn't like it at all though. Just sounded I don't know, just sounded cheesy and put together and uninspiring. You know, I get what they were trying to go for, but it's just, I've seen it done before and better. I've seen You're from New York. Like, I know what Alicia Keys is capable of. I know what DMX is capable of, and this just wasn't a good collabo. And Swiss Beats, she too all over this project. I just wish he just would have trusted other producers solely to handle tracks. I know he collaborated with a lot of people, but hey, it is what it is. Next song, Skyscrapers featuring Bono. Didn't like this either. This was sounded like one of those later Eminem tracks in life where he's put together with Skylar Grey, and it sounded like some manufactured industry bullshit. Yep, that's what I got with this. The skit didn't really care for. Hood Blues. Obviously, I did a whole video on this. You know how I feel about this. Griselda's from my hometown, which is Buffalo, New York, born and raised. Madison Park is where I spend most of my days. So, definitely like this. I didn't really particularly care for X's X verse at first, but then I listened to it and it kind of grew on me. But like I said, it all plays a part with his voice. And I think Swiss said something. He knows when his voice is good, it's greater. But I was like, wow, I don't fucking know. Walking in the Rain. I like this song. Actually, I'm sorry. Take Control featuring Snoop Dogg. This song was great. I liked it. The old Marvin Gaye hook in there. I thought X reminded me of this. It's all good. It's all right. X just spitting that. He's spitting that shit right there. That's what I like. A nice Control X. Voice is great. He riding the beat right. This was a great collab with him and Snoop. Snoop is obviously always smooth. I would have loved to see a video with them, man. And it's crazy that we never got a Snoop Dogg and DMX collabo in their prime, like earlier then. Think about that. We never got that. And when you watch the verses, you see how much respect and admiration they have for each other. It just sucks, man. Listen, if you new artists coming up watching this, if you hot, he hot, say y'all don't have no friction, it's just an ego thing, well, I think I'm better. Put that shit aside. And I think that's what's prevalent in this generation. I think they kind of do that. Like, you see that with Lil Durk and Lil Baby. Both at the top of their game. Obviously, both are competitive with each other, but they able to put that aside and say, listen, let's do some shit together. We'll see how that turns out tomorrow. As far as J. Cole and Kendrick, that's another missed opportunity. And I don't want either one of them to be over the hump before they collab. I want them to collab when they nice and hot. But hey, getting back on subject. Walking in the Rain, DMX, Nas, Exodus Simmons, and Denon. This song was great too. I liked this song a lot. It reminded me of Now You Know I Can Stop the Rain. I don't know if you guys remember that DMX song back in the day. I might be showing my age a little bit. Alright, Exodus. I don't really care for skits too much. Letter to My Son. I thought this was a great song as well. Not my favorite, but I see what he's trying to do. I think that was pretty mature of X to just pen a letter to his eldest son, showing them where he messed up, where the disconnect came in. I thought it was pretty good. And then the prayer, obviously. It's a prayer, you can't really judge that. But all in all, I thought this CD was pretty decent. What would I rate it? I would probably give this a 3 out of 5 mics. That's just my rating. That's not horrible, but it's not the greatest either. I think it suffered too much from Swiss Beats. I think it wasn't as cohesive as it could have been. It sounded at times, it started out, I'm not even gonna say started out, but at certain times during the record where you could see that it was an album where they were working on, then sometimes it felt like throwaways from maybe a Swiss Beats collaboration album. And it was like, oh, let's throw this to X, and it was a song that was already done and he just came into the equation. Other times sound like songs that was experimented with and it just didn't work out for me. But nonetheless, I think it's a solid release. Hopefully this is the last of DMX releases, because I don't like when they start putting out projects from artists that are deceased, trying to milk it. Let them go out on a good note. Rest in peace to the dog. You forever in our hearts, man. Let me know what you guys thought about the album. Put your comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Till next time, peace.